Hello. In this video, we are going to derive expressions for the alpha values of a triprotic acid. Acids, as we know, can give off protons and leave behind their conjugate base. And depending upon the acid, we will have different concentrations of the acid and the conjugate base depending upon the pH. For this video, we are looking at the case of a triprotic acid. So in the first acid event, our generic triprotic acid H3A breaks up into a proton and its conjugate base H2A minus, and we have an expression for the equilibrium constant Ka1 given as shown on the screen. That conjugate base H2A minus 1 also has acidic properties. It can give off a proton and leave behind its conjugate base Ha2 minus. The acid dissociation constant Ka2 is equal to the concentration of H plus times the concentration of Ha2 minus divided by the concentration of H2A minus 1. In our triprotic acid's final acid event, the species Ha2 minus gives off a proton and leaves behind its conjugate base A3 minus, and our expression for the third acid dissociation constant Ka3 is H plus times the concentration of A3 minus divided by the concentration of Ha2 minus. We can rearrange the expression for Ka1 so as to get an expression for the concentration of H2A minus 1 in terms of other factors. Notice also that we ultimately going to want to have these expressions involving the concentration of the undissociated triprotic acid H3A. We do a similar thing for the acid dissociation constant Ka2. We arrange it to get an expression for the concentration Ha2 minus, and it's equal to Ka2 times the concentration of H2A minus divided by H plus. Then we realize that we already have an expression for H2A minus, and we can substitute in it, and we get that Ha2 minus concentration is equal to Ka1 times Ka2 times the concentration of H3A, all divided by the concentration of H plus squared. And notice that each of the species is color-coded to make it easier to keep track of where it is in the derivation. We do this procedure one more time. We rearrange the expression for Ka3 in such a way as to get an expression for the concentration of A3 minus, and we get that it's Ka3 times the concentration of Ha2 minus over H plus, and then we realize that we have an expression already for Ha2 minus. When we substitute all that together, we get that the concentration of A3 minus is Ka1 times Ka2 times Ka3 times the concentration of H3A, all divided by the concentration of H plus cubed. So this slide includes a number of our important definitions. We have the expression C sub T, that's our total concentration of our polyprotic acid in all its forms. So that's the concentration of H3A, the undissociated acid, plus the concentration H2A minus after one dissociation, and so on, up to the A3 minus, where it's given off all three of its protons. And then we define the alpha values. A sub 0 is the concentration of H3A divided by CT. Alpha sub 1 is the concentration of H2A minus 1 over CT. Alpha 2 is the concentration of Ha2 minus over CT. And then finally, alpha 3 is the concentration of A3 minus divided by CT. And if we add all the alpha values together, just as we would with mole fractions, the total has to equal 1. in this slide, we repeat our definition of C sub t. And notice that all the species are color-coded to keep track of our definitions. And now we're going to replace each of those concentrations with the expressions that we derived in the first 3 or 4 slides, so that we get a complicated expression for C sub t. Notice that every single term involves the concentration of H3A. And the fact that that is a common factor is going to be very useful in the remainder of our derivation. In this slide, we manipulate our expression that we had for C sub t, and we're going to divide through by the common factor of H3A. So now on the right-hand side, we notice that we don't have the concentration H3A anymore. Remind ourselves that alpha sub 0 is the concentration of H3A divided by Ct. So we notice that the left-hand side for the first equation is simply the reciprocal of alpha sub 0. So that gives us that the right-hand side is equal to the reciprocal of the left-hand side. So the left-hand side is now 1 over alpha sub 0, and is equal to this expression 1 plus, and then so on, as you see on the slide. So we have 2 manipulations that we do on this slide. The first is to manipulate the last equation of the previous slide by H plus cubed, the concentration of H plus cubed, and then to distribute the factor of H plus cubed over the right-hand side to get the expression that you see on the screen. Here we divide through each side by the concentration of H plus cubed on each side, and then we take the reciprocals. And what we get is an expression for alpha sub 0, and we have, in the numerator, we have H plus cubed, and a very complicated expression in the denominator. So to simplify things, we're going to set the bottom of our fraction there to be the variable b, and that's equal to the concentration of H plus cubed plus Ka1 times H plus squared plus Ka1, Ka2 times H plus to the first power plus Ka1 times Ka2 times Ka3. And we notice if we do this that we can more simply write the alpha value alpha sub 0 simply as the concentration of H plus cubed divided by b, where b is the expression that we have in the second equation. With the work done for alpha sub 0, the subsequent alpha values can be more easily calculated. We're reminded that we have an expression for the concentration of H2A minus, and that's Ka1 times the concentration of H3A divided by H plus. Now we simply divide each side by Ct. Notice that the left-hand expression is alpha sub 1, and the right-hand expression involves H3A over Ct, which is simply alpha 0. We substitute those in there, we get an expression for alpha sub 1 that's equal to Ka1 times the concentration of H plus squared divided by b. We use our previous expression for the concentration of Ha2 minus, and again we divide each side by C sub t. The expression on the left-hand side is simply alpha sub 2, and then also we notice the part of the expression on the right-hand side, the part that is H3A divided by Ct, is simply alpha sub 0. And then by substituting in, we get an expression for alpha sub 2, it's equal to Ka1 times Ka2 times the concentration of H plus to the first power divided by b. And we just put the thing to the first power just so it's more obvious that which powers we're using for the concentration H plus because we're going to see that it has powers of 3, 2, and 1 in the expression. To determine the final alpha value, we have our last expression, the one for the concentration of A3 minus. And again, we divide each side by C sub t. We notice that the left-hand side expression is simply alpha sub 3, and it's color-coded to remind us which concentration goes with which alpha value. On the right-hand side, we have the expression concentration of H3A divided by Ct. Again, we recognize that as being alpha sub 0, and we make the appropriate simplifications algebraically, and then we get that the alpha sub 3 is equal simply to Ka1 times Ka2 times Ka3 divided by B. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Please stay safe out there, and as always, have a good one.